welcome you to GANGroc. I'm Jay, the youth leader of Victory Outreach Houston. I'm hosting today's episode of GANGroc. Today we're going to talk about convictions. I have with me today Isaac Trevino Jr. He's a part of Victory Outreach Gang in our church. And he's been a member for about 13 years, involved in the ministry. Isaac, tell us some things that you are involved in.
Like, I'm involved in like the gang ministry, of course, like the youth ministry. I'm also involved in, I was involved in the worship team for a while, for like 3 years. And of course, when I grew up in the church, I was involved in the children's ministry.
Right. Well, today what we're going to be talking about is conviction. A couple of days ago, we had a good conversation with some of the warriors that Isaac and myself were a part of. And so one of the things I wanted to ask you, Isaac, is what are some things you think that influence this generation's convictions?
I think mainly other people influence other people, like with their convictions, but I think some people intentionally try to change other people's convictions, like because they want them to be like them. But I think some other people, they just like they just go off of their convictions and they talk. And also like some celebrities, they go off of their convictions, and then other people, they get influenced by that and they just change.
Because, we had talked about how you grew up in the church. You were 3 years old when you first started coming. Mm-hmm. Now, as a naturally, of course, since you've been raised in church, your convictions have been shaped and molded by, this ministry and this church. But what are some things that try to influence or try to challenge your convictions?
I think basically, like, because when I grew up in this church, I had a foundation set by, like, gay marriage is bad, tattoos are bad, all this other stuff is bad. And then when I go, like, I think mainly it's school. When you go to school,
yeah.
like, that you see all these other people and they influence you,
Yeah.
So your convictions might change over time. And also when you go home, if you have a broken family, if you have like a bad family, your convictions have changed there. Like, you see things as, that's not too bad since my mom does it,
As a church, how do you think the church can help strengthen and build your convictions?
I think like when people go to church and when they listen to the preachings, to what the leaders or the pastors have to say, that it sets in like, oh, he lives this way, the pastor lives this way, he's gonna make it heaven, so possibly I should live like this. So they start to set a foundation of what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad. And when families go to church, when parents go to church, like they start to like see, oh, okay, this is how I should live, so I'm gonna make my household live like this. So when kids go home, they have a certain way to live, so their convictions are set there too. So
when somebody new comes into the church, do you think your convictions matter to that person, to a new person? As just someone that attends a church, not a church leader or part of the ministerial staff. It's just as someone else attending this church. Do your convictions influence those people?
I think it can, but it's really based on whether the person looks like, oh, okay, this is how he's acting. But I think even if it does or does not, it's good to set just in case if they do, go based on your convictions.
Regardless if you think they're not looking at you or not, you should have good convictions. Yeah. For those of you that aren't serving God, come check us out and see what we're about. Our convictions don't hold us back, but they help us go further. God bless you. See you next time. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to GANGroc. I want to thank you for being a part of this and watching. Today, oh God, I don't know what I did. Hey, what's up, everybody? Can we do that one, please? Sorry. What are this generation's influences? What are this generation's convictions? What are this generation's convictions influenced by?
Why do you do that?
What are this generation's influences? What are this? We lost it. Dang it!
Ask him again.
What are your convictions based on? Or what do you think? Okay, huh? What do you think this generation's convictions are based on?